Hello, how's it going? Just wanted to talk about something that's helped me a lot, and I'm sure it will help other people as well. And that's to basically realise that we're hopelessly confused people, hopelessly confused race. And basically what has happened to the human race is that they've become domesticated, a little bit like a dog. And when you think about dogs, they're actually, every breed of dog comes from a wolf. All dogs, in reality, they're wolves. And basically what's happened is through crossbreeding and hybridizing dogs and whatnot, you get all these different breeds. So if you look at a little Chihuahua and realize that in reality that's that used to be a wolf, it's quite interesting and quite astounding and astonishing. So then you think to yourself, well, what would happen if we try and get this dog back into its original state of being? It's what God intended, and it's going to be difficult. So imagine putting a dog on, it's in dog food and it's used to keeping warm, and it's got all these adaptations, probably its teeth have changed, and it's forgotten how to hunt, and it's forgotten how to live how it used to do. And apply that really to a human, because we're no different in many ways. We have all these chronic diseases, we have all this strange food that we're not designed to eat, we have these strange social structures that we're not used to. Wolves hunted in packs, and dogs are by themselves, and you can kind of see the differences and stuff. And a lot of this is due to technology, and you can understand the human race in many respects. If you think about tribal living, and somebody came along with a spade, for example, to dig, that's obviously a good thing. In them situations you're going to be like, well, this is good. But then you go and you carry on, and you make more things, and technology expands, and it gets to a point now where we are so separated from our true nature that we're just hopelessly confused. And add on top of that toxins and chemicals, add on top of that massive amounts of information, and we're constantly surrounded by hundreds of people a lot of the times that we don't know. We're so far removed, and the answer that culture gives us is more technology, more advances, as a cure for the problems that it's getting. So what nutritional balancing does, and what a return to a more ecological way of living, rather than an ego-logical way of living, if you want to look at it that way. Basically what nutritional balancing does is it gives the body what it needs and removes the stuff that it doesn't need, to basically make it or turn it into what a human is designed to do, and designed to act and think, and how it's designed to process things. Now if you imagine, that's going to be difficult. There's going to be a transformation at work there. There's going to be identity crises involved. There's going to be what we call healing reactions. This is just part of the transformational process from like a dog to a wolf, from a domesticated human to what God intended a human to be. So you're going to get all these weird transformational difficulties, because on top of that you've built a personality around this domesticated human, and all this has to change, and it's difficult. But it really helps to realise that, look, we're hopelessly confused, and this transformation that we're going through, not a lot of people are going through it, very, very rarely. So a lot of the time you're by yourself, you're a bit of a trailblazer moving into this, and you don't really know, you don't know how a human's meant to feel. So you might feel all these new emotions, you might get certain abilities that you wasn't aware of, You start to become more energetic than the people around you. So it's quite a lonely path in many ways. But I do believe if you try and reconnect with nature, try and build a community around you that are more ecologically minded, then it can definitely help that. You know, we're not designed to be on our own doing everything. So yeah. So that's all I wanted to say really. It's quite a short video, but it's just to basically say that don't get too hung up on things. We're really confused individuals. The nutritional balancing is there to transform this human into something that nature intended and what God intended. But you also need to think about other nutrients of life as well, and that is trying to get out more into reality, which is the landscape, trying to surround yourself by people that care about you. It's easy to tell your fake friends from real friends. Fake friends promote negative things that harm you. So if you go out drinking and you don't drink, for example, because you're on a nutritional balancing program, if these friends are saying, why aren't you doing it, blah blah blah, this and this, generally they're not probably true friends, whereas other friends look out for you a little bit more often. Other nutrients are like a sense of place, so a sense of grounding. Oxygen is another nutrient. Good quality spring water, which is obviously part of the nutritional balancing program. Creativity is another nutrient. But yeah, that's basically it. So don't get yourself caught up too much, but just start to study what it takes to be a true human, or what true humans need, and realise that this is a transformation from a caterpillar to a butterfly, but not many people around you are doing it. Alright, take care.